The massive starship hung silently above Earth's atmosphere, its sleek metallic surface reflecting the pale morning light. Commander Yoon Hana stood motionless, her eyes fixed on the planet below, a world both familiar and completely alien to her quantum horizon. The advanced vessel that had traveled centuries through space carried the evolved descendants of humanity. These were not ordinary travelers, but transformed beings who had survived and thrived beyond imagination. The global communication system suddenly went silent. Military radars flickered and died. Satellite networks blinked out of existence, replaced by a single transmission that emerged simultaneously on every screen worldwide. Jiwoo, Hana's primary communication specialist, activated the initial contact protocol. His neural implants hummed with energy, creating a connection that bypassed traditional communication channels. Governments, military installations, and civilian networks found themselves instantly connected to the ship's advanced network. "We see you. Our home," a calm voice announced, breaking through every possible communication barrier. In Tokyo, a businessman dropped his coffee cup. In New York, traffic came to a sudden stop. In rural villages and bustling cities, people stood frozen, watching their screens transform into a singular vision of the massive ship. Hana knew the psychological impact of their arrival would be profound. Generations had passed since humans had left Earth, and the planet had changed dramatically. Climate shifts, technological revolutions, and environmental reconstructions had reshaped the world they once knew. The ship's advanced energy shields created a subtle electromagnetic field that neutralized any potential defensive systems. Missiles remained locked in their silos. Fighter jets suspended mid-flight, their electronic systems temporarily disabled. "Scanning complete," Jiwoo reported, his voice calm and measured. "Planetary defense systems are non-reactive." Hana watched the holographic displays that showed real-time global reactions. Confusion, fear, curiosity, excitement. Every possible human emotion flickered across millions of screens. Inside the ship, advanced technology, beyond current human comprehension hummed with potential. Genetic modifications, quantum computing capabilities, and biological enhancements that would seem like magic to current Earth inhabitants were now standard for these evolved humans. The ship's exterior began to shimmer, revealing intricate patterns that seemed to dance with light and energy. These were not just technological displays, but complex communication systems that could transmit information across multiple dimensional frequencies. Jiwoo initiated the first comprehensive communication sequence. "Planetary inhabitants," the transmission began. "We are the descendants of humanity. We have returned." Within moments, translation algorithms converted the message into every known human language, ensuring universal understanding. Hana observed the initial reactions. Some research centers and scientific institutions seemed more curious than afraid. Military complexes remained tense, but did not initiate aggressive responses. The global population was collectively holding its breath. The ship's advanced sensors captured every minute detail of planetary response. Emotional fluctuations, physiological changes, communication patterns, everything was being meticulously recorded and analyzed. "Prepare primary landing sequence," Hana commanded, her voice cutting through the tension on the bridge. Quantum Horizon began its slow, calculated descent. No sudden movements, no aggressive positioning. Just a controlled, almost graceful approach that suggested peaceful intentions. As the ship descended, holographic projections began appearing worldwide, not as threatening displays but as gentle, informative interfaces that started sharing glimpses of humanity's incredible journey through the cosmos. The world was about to learn that they were not alone, and more importantly, they were about to discover the incredible potential of their own species. Hana smiled slightly. The revelation was about to begin. The world held its breath as the massive starship completed its descent. Global leaders scrambled in emergency meetings, their usual political tensions forgotten in the face of this unprecedented arrival. In the United Nations headquarters, representatives from every continent sat in stunned silence. The holographic Transmission from the ship revealed details that challenged everything humanity knew about its own history. Kim Seok, the primary historian aboard Quantum Horizon, began broadcasting humanity's hidden story. His calm voice cut through the global tension, telling a narrative that seemed both impossible and compelling. "We are not invaders," Seok explained. "We are your descendants. The journey of human survival began long before anyone could imagine." The broadcast showed images of Earth's near destruction, climate catastrophes that had once threatened complete human extinction, technological wars that had nearly wiped out entire civilizations, pandemics that made historical plagues look insignificant. But humanity had survived, not just survived, they had transformed. Military installations worldwide remained on high alert, yet no weapons could penetrate the ship's advanced energy shields. Satellites that attempted to scan the vessel found their systems completely overwhelmed by technologies beyond current understanding. In small villages and massive cities, people gathered around screens. Televisions, smartphones, public displays, all showed the same transmission. Children watched with wide-eyed wonder. Elderly individuals wept, sensing something profound was happening. The first concrete evidence of human transformation began to emerge. Seok displayed historical records showing how humanity had adapted, genetic modifications that allowed survival in extreme environments, technological integrations that expanded human capabilities beyond traditional limitations. "We learned to change," Seok continued, "not through conquest but through cooperation, not through destruction but through understanding." Scientific communities around the world began analyzing the transmission. Research centers activated every possible scanning technology, trying to verify the incredible claims being presented. Some world leaders remained skeptical, others saw an opportunity. A few recognized the potential for global transformation. The transmission revealed how humans had developed symbiotic relationships with advanced artificial intelligence, how they had learned to heal planetary damage, how they had created technologies that could restore ecosystems, reverse climate damage, and create sustainable living environments. Quantum Horizon's energy signature began to pulse, sending additional data streams that interfaced with global communication networks. Complex scientific information became accessible, challenging existing technological understanding. Hospitals received medical data that could revolutionize healthcare. Environmental agencies got blueprints for planetary restoration. Energy companies received sustainable technology designs that could eliminate fossil fuel dependencies. The global response was complex, fear mixed with excitement, doubt intertwined with hope. Humanity was witnessing something unprecedented, a direct connection with its own future. Military analysts noted something extraordinary. These visitors showed no signs of aggression. Their technology could easily overwhelm any planetary defense, yet they chose communication and revelation. "We come to reunite," Seok's voice emphasized. "Not to conquer, not to replace, but to help humanity understand its true potential." Universities worldwide began emergency sessions. Scientific conferences were hastily organized. Experts from different fields started analyzing the transmitted information, recognizing that everything they knew was about to change. Social media exploded with reactions. Millions shared theories, fears, and hopes. The global conversation shifted, from daily concerns to existential questions about human potential and cosmic destiny. The ship remained stationary, a silent witness to humanity's collective response. Its advanced systems continued monitoring planetary reactions, measuring emotional fluctuations, and preparing for the next phase of revelation. Quantum Horizon had arrived. Earth was listening. The transformation was about to begin. Lee Yunji stepped forward in the holographic chamber, her presence commanding attention across the planet. Behind her, complex genetic diagrams and molecular structures danced in intricate patterns, revealing humanity's extraordinary transformation. "Our bodies are no longer limited by biological constraints," she began, her voice calm and clear. The first revelation focused on cellular regeneration. Humans from 5000 AD could heal injuries instantly. A deep cut would close within seconds. Broken bones would reconstruct themselves. Cancer and genetic diseases had become nothing more than historical memories. Global medical centers watched in stunned silence. Doctors and researchers realized everything they knew about human biology was about to change dramatically. Yunji displayed genetic modifications that allowed humans to adapt to extreme environments, radiation resistance, oxygen optimization, temperature regulation that made traditional protective suits obsolete. Humans could now survive in spaces where previous generations would have perished within moments. Neural networks became the next incredible demonstration. The human brain had been enhanced to process quantum information. Memories could be stored digitally. Knowledge could be downloaded directly into consciousness. Learning that once took years could now happen in minutes. Imagine understanding complex mathematical equations the moment they are presented, Yunji explained. Imagine remembering every detail of your life with perfect clarity. Biological augmentations went beyond simple healing. Muscles could regenerate faster. Metabolism could be controlled precisely. Aging itself had become a controllable process. Humans could now determine their biological age, essentially stopping the traditional aging process. The transmission showed examples. A human could choose to remain at a physical age of 35 for hundreds of years. Genetic memories could be preserved, allowing direct transfer of experiences between generations. Quantum horizon systems began transmitting detailed genetic blueprints. Scientific institutions worldwide received comprehensive data about human genetic potential. Research centers that had spent decades studying genetic modifications now received complete advanced understanding. Environmental adaptation became another remarkable feature. Humans could now survive underwater for extended periods. They could withstand extreme cold and heat. Oxygen requirements had been minimized, allowing extended survival in challenging conditions. We are not just humans, Yunji declared. We are living technologies. Unique biological interfaces allowed direct communication with advanced artificial intelligence. The line between human consciousness and technological systems had become blurred. Humans could now connect their neural networks directly with complex computational systems. Medical implications were profound. Genetic diseases could be instantly repaired. Inherited conditions could be eliminated before birth. Human potential was no longer restricted by biological limitations. The global audience watched, a mixture of fear and excitement spreading across continents. Some saw hope. Others saw potential threats. Most simply remained in awe of human potential. Quantum horizon systems continued transmitting. Each data stream revealed another layer of human transformation. Technological integration had become a natural evolutionary process. Yunji's final demonstration showed something truly remarkable. Humans could now modify their genetic structure consciously. Want blue eyes? Change them instantly. Prefer a different physical structure? Adjust it through neural commands. We are architects of our own biological destiny, she concluded. Transmission ended, leaving humanity with more questions than answers. The genetic symphony had begun, and the music of human potential was playing its first complex melody. Quantum Horizon remained silent, waiting for humanity's response to this incredible revelation. Choi Minwoo stood before the holographic display, his eyes reflecting centuries of interstellar experiences. The story of humanity's cosmic journey was about to unfold. We are not conquerors, he began. We are mediators of the universe. The transmission revealed humanity's incredible journey beyond Earth. Quantum Horizon projected images of alien civilizations, some peaceful, some initially hostile, but all eventually transformed by human diplomatic approach. First contact had not been easy. Early space explorations encountered multiple alien species with complex cultural systems. Some viewed humans as potential threats. Others saw them as curious newcomers. The first major breakthrough came with the Nexus Collective. a silicon-based civilization from the Andromeda sector. Traditional military approaches would have led to conflict. Instead, humans used advanced communication technologies to understand their complex societal structures. Minwu showed how humans developed translation systems that went beyond language. These systems could interpret emotional frequencies, cultural nuances, and complex technological communications simultaneously. "Understanding is our primary weapon," he explained. Quantum Horizons database revealed diplomatic missions that transformed entire galactic relationships. Humans became known as neutral mediators, solving conflicts between species that had been fighting for thousands of years. One remarkable story involved a conflict between the Crystal Confederation and the Plasma Networks, two advanced civilizations on the brink of mutual destruction. Human diplomats spent decades developing a comprehensive peace framework that respected both civilizations' core values. The technological solutions were equally impressive. Humans developed energy-sharing technologies that could resolve resource conflicts. Planetary restoration techniques became valuable diplomatic tools. Species that once fought over limited resources learned collaborative survival strategies. Genetic knowledge played a crucial role in these diplomatic missions. Humans could adapt their communication methods to match different species' biological and technological understanding. Neural interfaces allowed direct emotional and intellectual exchanges. Some alien civilizations initially resisted human involvement. They saw humans as potential colonizers. But consistent peaceful approaches and technological sharing gradually changed these perceptions. The transmission showed complex galactic maps. Diplomatic outposts established by humans were marked in subtle blue lines. These were not military bases but communication centers designed to promote understanding. Minwu shared stories of remarkable peaceful resolutions. A conflict that might have destroyed 3 planetary systems was resolved through a comprehensive negotiation process that took into account multiple species' cultural and technological needs. "We learned that technology without compassion is meaningless," he said. Quantum Horizons systems continued transmitting detailed diplomatic histories. Scientific institutions received comprehensive records of interstellar negotiations. Universities got access to communication strategies that could revolutionize international relations. The most remarkable aspect was humanity's approach to technological sharing. Instead of controlling advanced technologies, humans developed collaborative frameworks that allowed different species to develop at their own pace. Genetic modifications played a crucial role. Humans could now communicate through multiple sensory channels. Emotional understanding became a scientific discipline. Empathy was no longer a soft skill, but a measurable, transferable capability. Global audiences watched in amazement. The concept of diplomacy had been completely transformed. No longer was it about power negotiations, but about genuine understanding and collaborative survival. Some alien civilizations had become close allies. Joint research centers were established. Technology exchanges became common. Humanity was no longer an isolated species, but a connected galactic community. Minwu's final statement captured the essence of human cosmic evolution. "We are not separate. We are connected." Quantum Horizon remained silent after the transmission, allowing humanity to absorb the incredible narrative of cosmic diplomacy. The universe was no longer a place of potential conflict, but a landscape of infinite possibilities. Commander Kang. Yuna stood at the center of Quantum Horizon's primary chamber, her presence radiating calm and purpose. The final transmission was about to begin, humanity's ultimate invitation to transformation. Global screens flickered simultaneously. Every communication network, every device connected to show this moment of planetary revelation. "We are not here to replace." Yuna's voice resonated. "We are here to elevate." The first wave of technological transfer began immediately. Advanced medical protocols appeared in hospital systems worldwide. Environmental restoration blueprints downloaded into research centers. Energy solutions materialized in global power networks. Planetary healing became the first significant demonstration. Quantum Horizons systems started interfacing with Earth's damaged ecosystems. Polluted rivers began purifying. Degraded forests showed immediate regeneration. Climate stabilization algorithms activated across continental regions. Cities received infrastructure redesigns. Transportation systems transformed. Communication networks upgraded instantaneously. What once took decades of development happened within minutes. Genetic integration protocols offered current humans a revolutionary choice. Those willing could receive advanced biological upgrades. Neural enhancement became a voluntary process. Individuals could choose their level of technological transformation. Your potential is unlimited, Una explained. We are offering a pathway, not a mandate. Scientific communities received comprehensive research databases. Centuries of advanced knowledge became instantly accessible. Universities worldwide found their entire academic structures revolutionized. Medical breakthroughs emerged rapidly. Chronic diseases became treatable. Genetic disorders could be permanently eliminated. Human lifespan potential expanded dramatically. A 30-year-old could now choose to remain biologically optimal for hundreds of years. Environmental restoration became the most visible transformation. Quantum horizon systems began repairing planetary damage accumulated over centuries. Coral reefs regenerated. Atmospheric carbon levels stabilized. Endangered species found their habitats recovering. Global leaders watched in amazement. Traditional power structures became obsolete. Economic systems needed complete redesign. The concept of national boundaries started losing meaning. Technological integration happened seamlessly. Neural interfaces allowed direct knowledge transfer. Learning became an instantaneous process. Complex skills could be downloaded directly into human consciousness. Una demonstrated humanity's collaborative potential. The evolved humans were not here to control but to guide. Every technological solution respected individual human choice and planetary ecological balance. We are offering evolution, not extinction, she repeated, understanding the potential fear such massive transformation could generate. Quantum Horizons energy fields began creating global communication networks that transcended traditional technological limitations. Instant translation became standard. Cultural barriers started dissolving. The most remarkable aspect was the voluntary nature of transformation. Humans could choose their level of technological integration. Some might want minimal upgrades. Others could embrace complete genetic and neural modification. Ecological systems received priority. Advanced terraforming technologies could reverse environmental damage. Sustainable living became the new global standard. Energy production transformed from destructive to regenerative processes. Educational systems received complete restructuring. Learning became a dynamic, interactive process. Traditional classroom structures dissolved. Knowledge became a shared, collaborative experience. Una's final message captured the essence of this planetary transformation. You are not being replaced. You are being awakened. Quantum Horizon remained stationary, a silent witness to humanity's potential rebirth. The ship's advanced systems continued monitoring global responses, ready to support, but not control. The transformation was not just technological. It was a complete reimagining of human potential. Earth stood at the precipice of its greatest evolutionary leap. Humanity's future had arrived.